Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege, it's a personal honor to be invited to be addressing you. Thank you to the Jerusalem Post for the kind invitation. I note it is my first time, though. I've been going to Israel for over 20 years, so I'm really, really happy to be here. Why do we have the Spanish guy that runs Hamilton Lane addressing you? The reason is straightforward. You've heard about the bond case, you've heard about the investment case overall. I'm here to tell you about the private markets case. We are the largest investor in private markets in the world. If you didn't know us, I'll come to explain a bit more. Israel is the most attractive high-tech investment in the world. So naturally, we are the largest foreign investor in the high-tech in Israel. That's why we're here. If you're not investing in high-tech, in private markets, in venture, in growth in Israel, there's something wrong with you. And that's really probably the only reason we are invited. And we've said this before. I said that once. I said it right off in November, the first time I came back to Tel Aviv after the horror. And so that's part of what we're going to do. So think of this as a supporter, a global organization like Hamilton Lane, specialist in private markets, that, however, has evolved through these last 20 years plus as the largest investor in Israel. We're going to tell you the story of that journey together. So first, again, who is Hamilton Lane? I don't know if this moves or not. Doesn't matter, don't worry. Private markets is a specialist skill. Includes venture capital, buyout, growth, private credit, infrastructure, real estate. All of that is something that requires deal flow and a specialist skill. We are the largest such investor in the world for the last 34 years. Again, it's not any of the other firms you think you know, any of the major banks, any of the other firms, because they are diversified. We're a specialist in private markets. We are now close to $1 trillion just in private markets. And again, we use part of that capital to invest in Israel, to support high tech, and we've done that for a long, long time. One of the types of investors that we manage money for, that I want to shout out for in this context, is we're the largest manager of segregated managed accounts, SMAs or mandates. We're the largest institutions in the world allow us or entrust us their capital to invest globally. The pension fund of the New York State Common Retirement Fund, right here in this state, in this city, is the largest foreign investor in high-tech in Israel. I think we should give them a round of applause. They've been investing with Hamilton Lane for over 20 years in companies across all sectors, homeland security, gaming, software, SaaS, et cetera, for a long, long time. And they, more importantly, have continued to do that and that endorsement through these last most challenging 2 years. So again, this is an example of the partnership, an example of the clients that Hamilton Lane handles globally. But in addition to that, we have the largest insurance in Israel as well, the largest sovereign wealth funds in Asia. I am based in Hong Kong for the last 14 years. So again, part of why we are here is to tell you a story of how Israel is a world-class investment destination in the high tech. And any global allocator of capital of our league, traditionally only institutional, managing capital only for the endowments, the pensions plan, all over the world, why and how a company like us finds Israel, is invested in Israel, and builds up a presence in Israel for over 20 years. That really is the story that we're going to tell you. You're not missing anything for the slides. Don't worry about it. The slides tell you a story of the growth of our company. By the way, we are a public company. We're quoted in NASDAQ, so you can go and check it out results. We're not done as well as Hanan's Bank Lumi, but I just checked my stock is down 43% in the same time. So it's not too shabby either. So that's really as far as we have a couple of cool pictures that show Limor, my partner, and I, when we were young in high school back in Israel. But the clicker doesn't seem to like me this morning, so you'll have to take my word for it. Oh, here we go. No. Oh, here we go. Sorry. There you go. So that's our logo. I'll catch you up real quick. No, I'm not going to repeat myself. This is our logo. This is us. This is the footprint of assets, in case you were now kind of following. This makes us the largest. We actually, it's a cool founding story. We were founded by two individuals. It's a very nice kind of entrepreneurial story. And we grew organically over these last 34 years all over the world. I started 20 years ago, and this is what you need to know. The most important part of that slide is that we're the largest investor. Size matters, and being a global investor matters. We invested $34 billion. I know everyone is throwing billions, like the bond market is the largest market, it's an amazing market. Private markets is not as big as the bond market, right? The whole of private markets. To invest $34 billion, or to invest over $1.25 billion, close to $1.5 billion in Israel, is a big deal because it's only in private markets. And that's what we have done. We have over $1.25 billion running at $250 million a year or so, investing into Israeli startups, growth, companies, funds, supporting the landscape. All private capital, all global allocation, just best in class, not my money, not any endowment, not a philanthropy, just global best in class allocation, which Israel deserves. That's our global footprint. You see Tel Aviv in size, the biggest dot. The cool story of that, and I think, again, that's why we've been invited to tell this story here, is Israel was office number 3. So here is, if you take my words, here's an American headquarter company. Here's a pioneer in private markets. Again, take my word for it. Here's someone who is larger, I don't mean to offend anybody, but larger than BlackRock, Goldman, anybody else in private markets. We are larger than of those. And Tel Aviv is their 3rd office. That's pretty cool. We've grown to 22 offices. I was based in London, which was a little closer. I'm now in Hong Kong. It's a long flight. It's a pain to catch the El Al flight out of Bangkok. For those of you, if I see you there, just shout out, say hello, let's cry together. It's like 1 in the morning. It's just painful. It was nicer when there were more flights. But anyway, but that's what Tel Aviv means to all of us. And Limor, who will come up in a minute, is my partner of crime of these last 20 years. I repeat, when she was in high school, she was an intern. And here, I think we have the pictures. Here we are. Here's the pictures. So here's actually 20 years on your far right. This really is Limor and myself in our cafe in Herzliya Pituach. When we were already invested, again, we did not start. When we were already invested in Israeli VCs, and we were following our capital, and we were investing in companies. And then you have, obviously, our event, which is annual in Tel Aviv. We'd love to welcome all of you June 9th this year. 11th, I beg your pardon, 11th. 9th is when I arrive, 11th is the event. And that's what we do, our little thing to support the venture community and the high-tech industry in Israel. So I think that's what I wanted to cover with this. I'll invite my partner to come upstairs and on stage, and we'll tell you more about that journey.